Yep. T minus three, two, one. We have liftoff. Jackie, Linda, Dina, ready? Whoop whoop. Angie, ready? Awesome sauce. All right, Karina, Andy, we ready? It's Tuesday. Oh, this is going to be a big one too. There's so much going on. All right, welcome everybody to the Triple R 247 podcast episode 9. Triple R 247 podcast episode 9. We are rolling right along. The weeks seem to be going by rather quickly, but that's because we got so many exciting things happening. There's just so much going on. I should go out and buy some really, really dark sunglasses to send that message out there. Remember that song, Future So Bright, I Gotta Wear Shades? Everybody remember that song, or does that mean? Did I just tell my age? How old is that song, Linda? Okay. Who is that? Huey Lewis in the News, I think, or
Not saying.
not saying?
Continue.
I can tell your age either. Okay, good deal.
Continue.
Yeah. So I want to go out and buy some really dark shades because I think we all need them. Let's send a message. Everybody just get out your darkest shades for one of our Saturday trainings or something coming up. Happy Tuesday, everybody. A lot of great things happening as you can hear the excitement. I hope you can feel the energy. I hope. And we're just really happy we get to share that with all of you, everybody, the whole family, the whole team, the whole organization. It's amazing. Tuesday nights, if you haven't been told yet, you will, and you're going to get told right now. It's the most important night of the week. Nothing more important than Tuesday nights. Second to that would be Saturday afternoon trainings. Why? All the big announcements that you need that are important to you to help you succeed, to help your rate of growth, to hit your goals, everything. Anytime Rory and Tanya are going to add something new to the system, a product, a service, a tool, an idea, anything to help you build, it'll always be launched on Tuesday night, and then we'll train in depth on Saturday. Launched on Tuesday, trained on Saturday. Write that down. Never miss a Tuesday night call. What else do we get to do, Mr. Andy, on a Tuesday night? We get to meet all the new people to the family. We get to meet everybody that's joined. Every week there is somewhere between 10 and 30 brand new people joining the team. It's a wonderful thing to see. You want to say hello if you're brand new. Let Rory and Tanya hear your name for the first time. Let the person that got you here know that you made it on and allow us to welcome you to the family. So if you're brand new and you haven't had a chance to say hello, click on that little microphone in the lower left-hand corner of your Zoom screen or hit the space bar on your keyboard, whatever you have. Say hello, state your name, and let go and state your
Lisa Dahlstrom.
Lisa, from where?
Well, I live in Seattle now, but I'm in transition, and Rory knows me.
Okay. So from Seattle, we'll just say from Seattle. Lisa from Seattle, welcome. Glad you made it. All right, who else? Go ahead.
I'm Angel from Tennessee.
Angel from Tennessee, glad you made it. Welcome, ma'am.
Glad to be here.
Anybody else?
Absolutely the most stressful thing ever.
Anita, I can hear you. Is that my Anita? Are you and Robert listening? You want to unmute? Say hello? Probably a whole bunch of Anitas.
Hello.
Yes, it is. Okay. Fantastic. Glad you and Robert made it out. Welcome. Glad you made it. Welcome to the team. All right. Anybody else?
Darren from Broomfield. I've been here before, but not much.
Been here before, but not much. You coming back?
Because I had to work.
Now you're back? Fantastic. Yeah. Fantastic. Glad you're back, Sharon. And
Darren.
Bloomfield, is that Illinois?
Colorado.
Bloomfield, Colorado. Fantastic. Welcome from Colorado. Glad you're here.
Thank you.
Anybody else?
No, she's not saying Bloomfield. She's saying Broomfield.
Broomfield. Fantastic. Thank you, whoever that was. I can't see you right now.
Thank you, James.
I'm from Fort Collins. That's how I know.
All right. I have something wrong with my screen. Give me 1 second. So I clicked on something and it went to full screen. I couldn't see anybody. I couldn't see any participants. I couldn't see nothing. All right. There we go. Got it back. So welcome everybody to the RRR247 podcast, episode 9. We are rolling into week 9. That's fantastic. The Saturday, we're going to see some training for episode 10. It's a beautiful thing. We have a lot going on. We're really excited. We just got off another call with Rory talking about some of the things that are going to be announced today, next week, and the week after that. Big things happening being added to your business. Tuesday night, Aaron, write this down. Everybody that said hello, Anita, Angel, everybody that's brand new. If you didn't hear me earlier, Tuesday night's the most important night of the week. All the big announcements, everything that you need, everything important to you, everything to help you hit your goals, advance your business, control your rate of success here, get to where you want to be as fast as possible. Anytime Rory and Tanya are going to add anything to the system to help you achieve all of that, a product, service, tool, an idea, training from them, meeting different parts of the leadership, a training from another one of the leaders, training from somebody who figured something out and they got a great idea, he or she, and they want to share with everybody else to help you achieve whatever it was they just achieved. All that stuff always gets announced, launched on Tuesday nights, never any other night of the week. Tuesday night, and if you can't make all the nights of the week, then that's the one you don't want to miss. If you can arrange your schedule to make sure you never miss a Tuesday night, that's the one you don't want to miss. Tuesday night's the most important night. We also love meeting all the brand new people. If you haven't had a chance yet, let Rory hear your name for the first time. Let Tanya hear your name for the first time. Let Brielle hear your name for the first time. Let the person who got you here know that you made it on and everything is good. Give us a chance to say hello and welcome you to the family. So if you're brand new, it's your first time and haven't had a chance yet, even if it was last week and you missed out, click on that little microphone in the lower left-hand corner of your Zoom screen or hit the space bar on your keyboard. Say hello and let us know what state you're calling in from and welcome to the call.
Hello, Johnny from Texas.
Johnny, how are you? Good to see you. Glad you made it.
Doing well. How are you?
Fantastico. The happy Tuesday. It was a great Monday, which bled into a perfect Tuesday. All right, anybody? We're going to get going here in a second. So last call if you're brand new and you haven't had a chance. Click on that little microphone, say hello. Don't forget to say which state you're calling in from and welcome. All right, and we have 9:01, so we got to get rolling here. Let me hit some buttons. I got to hit that button, that button. I'm going to hit this button. It'll mute everybody except for the participants, and here we go. Happy Tuesday, everybody. Welcome to the RRR247 podcast, episode 9. We got a lot of great things to share with you. For those of you that are brand new, welcome to the team. Welcome to the family. My name is Nialetti. I live down here in South Florida with my lovely wife, Tina, who's on one of these pages somewhere. I lost track of her. Building this business together and having the time of our lives because we get to help a lot of other people achieve the kind of dreams that we have. Like-minded people all getting together to accomplish the same goal. I've been in the industry for 35 years now. I've worked with the Rickers, the co-founders of this system that you joined, for 30 of those 35 years. That's how long I've known these guys. I came into the industry as a young entrepreneur that didn't know anything. I told Johnny the other day, I had no idea how to even turn a computer on. I didn't know what I was doing. I was doing snail mail and mailing things all over the country. I needed a good voicemail. They sent me to see Rory. He hooked me up with the voicemail to handle all the volume I needed. He also showed me how through the system he put together, as I built a network of people around the country, 25, 35, 45, 55,000 people, I could put a message on that system and shoot it out to all of them at the same time. Some of you are going, well, we got that kind of technology. We do that every day. But this was in 1990, 1991. We didn't have the internet. We didn't have cell phones. We didn't have a pager. We didn't have any of the technology we had today. And this guy was able to do that through the phone company and a voicemail system. Incredible, right? I thought so. It was we were able to just grow in leaps and bounds that way because we could get training out to everybody so much faster. But then, something magical happened in 93, 94. The internet came out, right? That's when we all were bringing those computers home with monitors about this big to set on the kitchen counter or home desk. Looked like one of the old two TV sets. They were so big. And we decided to go online. At first, I was very reluctant. Rory was a good enough friend at that time. He talked me into it. I went out, bought a computer, hopped online, and the rest is history. I went from this guy who started in the industry as a landscaper. I went to work for my uncle's landscaping company when I was 14 years old. A few years later, I picked up a hammer and I went to work for my other uncle and my grandfather, swinging a hammer, building homes. My grandfather retired. I stayed with that uncle for a few more years. But it's also when I hurt my back really bad and I had to go back to school, believe it or not, as an adult with a wife and three kids to be retrained and learn a whole new career. Because the doctor told me if you keep doing what you're doing, you're going to be sitting on the front porch in the rocket chair by the time you're 40. And it didn't sound like a good picture to me. I couldn't handle that. So I went back to school to be the aviation mechanic. But it was while I was in school, 16 credits a semester, and working as many side jobs as I could, barely seeing my kids. Lucky if I got home in time to have dinner with them. It was usually give them a kiss on the forehead, tell them to brush your teeth and go to bed, right? Is when I found this industry. And it changed my life. It changed the direction of my life. It changed the course. It opened up doors for me that I didn't know existed. I met people I never would have met as an aviation mechanic or a carpenter or a landscaper. And I was meeting people all over the world because of this industry. Rory has an incredible techie background, a techie brain, I say all the time. It wasn't just what he did with the voicemail. When all of us entrepreneurs are ready to get online, he started a lead generation company. Why? Because that's what all of us entrepreneurs needed. We needed leads, right? We needed somebody to present our product, our service, or our business to. Rory went online, he became the number one lead generation company on the internet because nobody knows how to do what he knows how to do. There were other companies out there. Some of them were selling decent stuff. So most of them were selling resold stuff that other people that's been used 2 or 3 times. Rory knew how to generate fresh leads every single day, and he can produce a lot of them. Nobody knows how to produce the quality or the quantity that he knows how to produce. So he became the number one lead gen company on the planet, and that's who you guys are in business with. The other thing we needed was a website. There were other companies out there building websites, and they were okay, I guess. They were pretty decent. And the website was rated by how many people you could get to fill out a form or request more information after visiting the site, right? So the good sites were getting like 1 in 50 people came to the site and they would fill out a form. The really good ones and the very expensive ones were getting like 1 in 25 of people that would come to the site and fill out a form or say, request a phone call, come visit us. Roy decided he was going to try his hand at that. And he got the very first site he built, which looked like a 1-page flyer on the internet with no bells and whistles and nothing behind it. He got 1 in 10. 1 in 10. Unbelievable in the industry. We thought this guy was amazing, and there's no way it could get any better than that. But he decided it wasn't good enough. He was going to tweak it, add a little bit more technology than he just learned, add some more pages to it, make some changes, and he got it to 1 in 5. Nobody knows how to do what this guy knows how to do. This is who you're in business with, folks. I got to meet him the first time in Miami, shook his hand, looked in his face, realized he's got incredible ideas. He's very good with technology, but he's just one of those people. Once you meet him and you look in his eyes and hang out with him once, one of those people you just want to know for the rest of your life. You just have that feeling. I want to know. I want to be a part of this person's life. I want him to be a part of my life for the rest of my life. I had no idea where it was going to go, but we spent that day in Miami talking about our wives and our children and business and the industry and all the things that he's already accomplished and things that he wants to accomplish. And I just realized this is one of the good guys, and he's got a lot of great ideas. So, we kind of stayed in touch and became very good friends as well as business associates over the years. That's turned into 3 decades of, now I call him my best friend as well as my brother. I want to call him little brother, but he's kind of my mentor at the same time. So it's kind of hard to call your mentor little brother, but I guess I've learned that lesson. Your younger brother can be your mentor, and it's a good thing. It doesn't matter what their age is, right? After meeting him, I got to fly out west and meet his wonderful wife, Tanya, our co-founder, the other partner here. I walked in the door of their home, and I met this young lady raising 7 kids, and running several different businesses that she's had for years, while also helping Rory run this, put it together, help with the training, and stay organized and keep everything on track and on time. 7 kids and 6 of them played football. You have to be an extremely organized person to make all of that happen, right? But I knew right away, seeing these two work together, that they were a power couple. Their skills complemented each other perfectly, and they were going to become legends in this industry, because it was Jim Rohn who said to me one day, the true legends on this planet are people who find ways to help the most other people. To me, that was the definition of Rory and Tanya Rickard. Those were the first people I met that fit that definition, and I knew they were going to accomplish everything that they wanted to do. And what they wanted to accomplish was put together a system to teach other people how to do everything that they know how to do, that they do so well, take a lot of the friction points out of the way that you're going to learn about, and help as many other families around the world as they can, giving people the hand up everywhere they can find people, giving people a chance to create financial freedom and to find the time freedom that I was talking about. If you guys are looking for a great place to start a business with great leadership, because one of the most important things about any company you get involved in is the leadership of that company, right? Who's leading it? Who's leading it? Who's making all the big decisions? That's Rory and Tanya Rickard. Those are the people behind this that you're in business with now. If you're looking for that kind of business, and you're looking for that kind of leadership, and you want to be a part of a team like that that's all focused on the same thing, you found your home here, and we welcome you with open arms. I've been here for 30 years with them, and every time I say, I don't think it can get any better, they find a way. Every single time. I try not to say that anymore because it can keep me busy. When I say I don't think it can get any better, they find a way to make it better. So there's always things happening. There's always things changing. There's new technology coming out all the time, and they're going to stay in front of that, stay on top of it, make sure they implement it, and make sure that you have it at your fingertips. Whether you know it's there or not, whether you understand it or not, it's there, it's in place, it's working for you. So welcome to RRR247. So I said I've been here for 30 years, right? Here's what Rory and Tanya did. They had a dream. They believed in it very strongly, even though other people told them not to do it. And they took that dream and they took it out to a handful of people and built a circle around themselves. That circle of people that they surrounded themselves with also very much believed in their dream, in their vision, what they want to accomplish. And because they wanted to be a part of something that's going to help as many families as we can around the globe too, right? That leadership team started talking to a lot of other people and building teams around the outside of them and developing leaders inside those teams. And it just kept growing and growing and growing until we become the marketing army that we are today. I've met almost every one of those leaders in the company. As you're here for a while, the first thing you're going to do is work on your pages, get that part done, get Google AdSense. Once you got Google AdSense, then you're going to start building teams. You're going to start helping other people. You're going to be building that leadership and that residual income underneath yourself. And you're going to be moving up the ranks of being an instructor. You're going to, as soon as you sponsor 10 people, you're going to be a certified system instructor. When that gets up to 50 people, I see one right on the front page, a gold system instructor, GSI, CSI to GSI, and then up to PSI. I almost said I see another one on the front page, but I forgot she just got promoted, so I can't say that anymore. So the next level would be PSI. And then the level after that would be MSI. And there's several MSIs right here on the front page. That's called Master System Instructor. That means we've all been around a while. We dedicated our lives to this. We're not going anywhere. We do everything we can to stay on top of all the information, all the training, and help as many people as we can. And if there's anything that we can do in the background, on the sidelines, to help Rory and Tanya make this better for you, then we're going to do it. We usually all raise our hand at the same time and volunteer to do stuff like that. I've met everybody, but about 2 of them, and that's my life mission now, to eventually, and I hope very really soon, meet those last 2 MSIs that I haven't met yet. But some of them MSIs, when you meet them, as soon as you walk into the room they're in, or they walk into the room you're in, everything changes. You can feel the energy change. You can feel the vibration change, right? You can feel the noise level change, and it makes you turn your head and say, "Who is that?" And then you realize who it is when you get to meet them. This person I'm going to introduce to you. The very first time I met her, that's exactly what happened for me. I seen her on Zooms, I seen her on calls, I seen the energy. I loved everything that she did, but then I got to meet her face to face, and it was even better than on camera like this. So if you ever get a chance to go to one of the events that we're orientating or holding, go, because you're going to meet some really good people, incredible people, and you never know what you're going to pull out of that meeting. And it could actually change your life. To be honest with you, I met my wife 6 years ago, Dina, at one of those meetings. It, there's no, it's endless possibilities what could come out of those meetings, all the goodness. But the people that you're going to meet are absolutely amazing. The people, the leadership team here really, really has focus and love and energy to help build something that you can build the last a lifetime. You can build to hand off to future generations, right? Most of us here have kids. What's the first thing our parents always do? Us as parents. Doesn't matter how good our life was. It doesn't. What can we do for our kids? Can we make it even better for them? All parents think that way. I think it's somehow built into our DNA, right? Am I right, Johnny? Yeah. These are the people you're getting involved in. These are the people that you're partners with. These are the people who are going to be on the training calls all the time. I walked into the room. I met this person. I heard her voice. I seen the energy. I walked up to her, got a great old Texas hug, even though she's not even from Texas. I'll let you tell her story, but that's where she was at the time, right? And that the energy that she gives off, the stories that she tells, the passion that she has for everything, the love for helping other people, just oozes out of her as you listen to her talk and hear what she has to do. She is a sweetheart, and she's got great energy, but she's also a very powerful businesswoman. She's a very driven woman that understands business, and she's done like incredible things. So without any further delay, I want you guys to write these stories down as you get to know them. I want you guys to meet part of the leadership team here. She's one of our MSIs, so write MSI. Miss Jackie Bellavia Duhan. Where are you at, ma'am? You have to unmute.
I think I'm here.
There you are.
I'm not
I
in
thought
your
that
front
was
row
it up
center,
here.
Niall. Thank you very much, Niall. Well, welcome everybody. It is Tuesday, and it is the best day of the week. And so, if you are new, just sit back and really absorb everything. You're not going to learn it. Rome wasn't built in a day. But I am Jackie or Jacqueline. I am from Southeast Louisiana, but I've been in Dallas for 40 years, and I absolutely love the RRR platform. I am not one of these that can sit here and tell you that I is the rags to riches, okay? Because I'm a career mortgage banker and been in mortgage banking for over 40 years. But back about 12, about call it 13 years ago now, I had an event in my life that I was not expecting, and it was a horrible divorce. And so I did not see it coming. And as a strong a woman as I am, it knocked me back, and it knocked me back really, really hard. And so at that time, I started looking for my plan B. I lost a lot of things during that time. And of course, my kids were grown and everything. But, I didn't want, you always hear everyone say, what's your why? Well, I was hell bent that my kids were not going to take care of me, and they were never going to have to worry. And even though, I had a good career, I still was going to have to supplement what I had lost during that time. So I started looking for plan B. And quite honestly, I got here backwards. I'm unique. I didn't come in like everybody else and click on a lead and get talked to and everything. I was in another business, and one of the mutual ladies that was there knew that for 6 years I had been trying to build websites and monetize it. And she said, you know, Jackie, you've been struggling and we're doing this thing. She said, I know a guy that maybe you want to talk to. She said, and you're going to absolutely love him because he's a Dallas Cowboys fan. And I said, well, I'll talk to him, but I'm a Saints fan. So, you know, let's just get that off right off the bat. So anyway, as the story goes, she hooked us up, and I get the none other than Roy Rickard. Okay. And Roy talks more than I do, and that's a lot. Okay. So we visited, and we had a nice conversation, and it was a very long conversation. He was very patient, and I told him all about my websites and how I'd been working them for 6 years. And he goes, well, let me look at them. Rory, he wants to see everything. And he pulled them up and he goes, wow, they're gorgeous. He said, and they're so glitzy and glamorous. I said, well, that's me. That's how I want it to be. And he said, well, let me ask you something. He said, do you have Google AdSense? I said, huh? He said, that's the first thing. He said, and how much money have you made on these websites? I said, well, nothing. That's why I'm talking to you. And he said, exactly. He said, whomever, they did a great job, but these are not SEO ready. And, you're not going to get Google AdSense on them. And we talked and talked, and really he was very, very patient. And as he was talking to me, I knew there was a rest of the story and I couldn't figure it out. And the light bulbs just started going off like, oh, he's got the rest of the story of if I do this, I can monetize that. And if I do this, I can make money doing that. And that day, I ditched. And let me tell you what, it was a lot of money. But I cut my losses, I shut everything down, and I signed up with Roy. And I got my website, didn't have a clue what the hell I was doing. And let me tell you something, guys. Nobody could be a worse student than me, because for 8 months, that man had to work with me because everything I had been taught about online marketing was not right. So what I thought and had been doing to monetize a website and to make money was all wrong. However, that's a hard thing to turn off in your head when that's been told to you, and you have all these marketing people that you've been working with and blah, 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 blah. Okay. So there's not one thing that you can ask or that you can do that I didn't do. And he didn't kick me out yet, but he can't kick me out because I'm a lifer. That's what I tell him and Tanya. Too bad. But so as the story, I've been here almost 6 years. And, it was a learning curve for me. And it was a very hard learning curve because of where I was. And I know many students come in and you don't even know anything about a website. And that's okay, because it is such that, and you'll hear us say this a lot, if you follow what Rory teaches, the sky's the limit. But you have to follow and execute what you are taught. And that's a hard thing to do for people. So the best thing that I can tell you is, if you're going to come in here, put your head down and be a sponge, learn it, take as many times to watch the videos as you need, and do not rush through it. You have got to get the fundamentals down of this process, or you are not going to get what we get. And it's simple. It's a system. It is not a suggestion. The man has more than 35 years in marketing. I think he knows a little bit about marketing, okay? So I will tell you, if Roy Rickard tells me to go buy that matchstick 6 houses down on that windowsill, you can bet your bottom dollar I'm going to invest in it, because I believe in what he has done. He has a track record. The man is the #1 lead generator on the internet, if not the #1, pretty damn close, and it's global. So the things that he and his wife have built to give back, because this is their philanthropy, what they have built to give back, to Niall's point, they are legendary. There's nobody out there that's going to do that for you. But the one thing we can't do is do it for you. So when you make up your mind to become a business owner and become part of this proprietary platform, then take it serious. Do what your instructors instruct you to do, because all they're doing is polyparroting what Rory Rickard has taught us. And every one of us at our level, I can tell you, we follow it to a T. And we follow it to a T because it works. So I absolutely love being, I would have never met. I had no reason to meet the wonderful people that I have met and the people that have helped me along the way, the Lindas, the Niles, the Stacys, I can go on, the Shars, the Sheilas, the Donnas, on and on and on. And that's what we're here for, is to help you. But I will tell you, you have to want to help yourself, and you have to be ready to learn, and you have to be coachable. And if you can do those things, you'll be successful here. So I wish you all the best. And without further ado, I think I'm introducing my mentor, Rory, who has put up with me, and he's going to put up with me to the day I die. Mr. Rickard, where are you, brother?
Right here, Dallas. So, yeah, and Jackie, don't you dare go anywhere. I'm gonna be pulling you in on this call because it's there. And you guys, she's always willing to step in, help out. I'm gonna make a couple announcements. The first one, it's perfect that you did today. You guys, we've been. I want everybody to pay attention. Make sure everybody's looking here. You guys ever know if you ever want anybody's attention, just be quiet? Okay, you
I
guys
don't
ready?
be quiet.
I can make you talk with awkward silence anytime, right?
Yeah, I love it when Roy does the pregnant pause with me, and I'm like, don't do that. Don't even go there, brother. That don't work on me.
So, couple shifts, lots of changes. Let's do some housekeeping. Number one, you guys, we are outperforming in the RRR247 process and the team building with everything in every company in any way. So, Jackie's been running the list training with me on Saturdays, and you guys, we have people that come on there, but the majority are just RRR247 who should be just doing the V marketing. So we're going to be very clear. We're going to put messages out before Saturday. We are not going to be doing list trainings on Saturdays. If the teams outside of RRR need training, we'll set up something special. That falls on me, falls on the teams that support that. But the majority, and I mean like 95%, it's all RRR, and everybody should just be focusing on the V marketing the way we do it. Hey guys, there is something extremely special to that performance blogging system and the way that it circularly works, and then we're able to plug other things in. And today is going to be a very big example of that. Is there anybody here that likes having all their income tied up in one thing? Yes, I'm speaking to somebody that doesn't understand multiple streams of income. I'm gonna elaborate a little bit. We've thrived and survived in the high times and the low times because we had multiple incomes coming in, and sometimes they're all doing well, and sometimes one's dropping off, and there's shifts. And oh my gosh, by the way, I have a huge announcement on Saturday. So I just know it's Saturday. Okay. So to this, we're going to just focus on the RRR247 process on it. Legacy income system still there. Those that want to just do legacy income only, we'll train them the way we do on the same way we go through the process. But we're going to discontinue the Saturday trainings because we just need to focus on our teams that are doing the RRR. So if people need the list only training, everybody that we know so far has been trained on it. They can go do it. We can do it in teams, but we're not at this point. We're going to discontinue the Saturday and just focus on the RRR247 one that we just do all week. Okay. So that's housekeeping number one. And Jackie, thank you so much for always doing that. But starting this Saturday, we're not going to run that. We'll shift. Okay. Now, next housekeeping. April 28th, 26th. It's a Saturday. We're going to be building a lot of pages and doing ad pages and postings. It's a marathon. So Johnny, hopefully you can take up that Saturday. We're going to be starting at 11 a.m. Eastern, and we're going till midnight. Right? Darren, hello. It's good to see you. We talked on the phone. It's going to be like, and I'm going to tell you guys, like, it's going to be on. I'm going to do everything on there. We're going to broadcast it on the live on YouTube, so you guys can just throw it up on the screen and watch it and participate. Jackie, you do YouTube a lot. Look at Jackie leave. Look, I told her to stick around. Look, Jackie.
I'm here.
All right.
I'm here.
All right. So you watch a lot. You do the Zooms on your big TV, right?
Yes.
And you guys, I'm gonna put this. This is one of those times where you can go ahead and get that set up on the big TV, have your laptop handy, and be comfortable and be working while you're watching it. And it's gonna be recorded. It's gonna be in the live. There's an energy to doing this, you guys. And you know, we used to have these events, and in between the big conventions that we did, we'd all be in the lobbies, we'd be in workrooms, we would just be pounding out and building pages and marketing while we're there and working through stuff. It's powerful. We're gonna be doing that for that time. And so I'm gonna say this for those that are brand new. Make sure your snacks are ready. You've pre-thought what you're gonna have. You know, maybe this is a DoorDash day. You know, you're gonna be just maximizing on your business and learning what you're doing. Now, this isn't what I expect you to do every day, all day like this, but this is going to be a lot of the skills that we use in doing the performance blogging, page creation, ad posting, and rolling out a bunch of new things. And it's going to teach you a lot in that thing. So treat this like you flew to an event and you're there to focus on this. Treat it that way. Make sure your day is clear. You know, instead of having the expenses of flying to Orlando and doing this in person, which we would love to do, we're going to do this using the technology of Zoom. You can be in the comfort of your zone, you know, your room. So, you know, make arrangements for the kids. Don't volunteer to babysit the grandkids this day. Make sure it's a you day to be building your future. Okay, this is going to be a lot of very attentive training, and this is going to be one of the first ones we've ever done like this, where it's not going to be just Rory teaching. We have amazing trainers here, and I'm going to start putting them on the rotation for that day. And you guys, I'll tell you, there is so much content. We're going to be rolling it out. So you're going to be learning a lot. We're going to be pressing a lot of things. We're going to be diving into things, and this is going to be a really good avenue for people to grow. Okay, that one day is going to be it's going to be a very super intense day. So mark that on your calendars and be ready for it. April 26th. So it's in not this Saturday, but the one after. Yeah, and if you have to work, Darren, you can catch it later. You can watch it like on Sunday. You can see the stuff. That's why we record it. It'll be on the live train. It'll be on the live YouTube recordings. But gotta give you guys notice so you can make that arrangements. And that's why we record it too. Also, for instructors and new students between now and then, make sure when you're bringing new students in, they're aware of that. Okay, it's going to be just an intense training, and treat it like you flew there. Get rid of all the interruptions and make it a big business growth day. It's going to be very worthwhile. Okay, this is going to be very impactful. Okay, next, May 5th. It's also known as Cinco de Mayo, 5th day of May, is the anniversary of Bella Vita. On 5/5/25, we go to a 5-year celebration, 5-year anniversary of Bella Vita. And this is not going to be a live event, which we thought it was going to be for a long time, thought it was going to be in Europe. There's a lot going on. We're doing a virtual Zoom, which means everybody can attend. Again, make this a very special night. We are going to do a RRR247 like dinner Zoom for Cinco de Mayo and just have some stuff on there. We're gonna probably have some people introduce themselves. We're gonna all have like tacos and stuff you do on Cinco de Mayo. Probably some margaritas, whatever celebration before the meeting. So we're gonna start at 7 o'clock Eastern, and we'll be on RRR247 webinars, right? So the same place we're on right now. And at about 15 to 12 minutes before the hour, we're all going to cut over and be early on bellavita.live because it's going to have thousands and thousands of people coming into it. This is the first time that Jeunesse and Bellavita will be combined. The cultures are being combined. And so you're going to see a bunch of new leadership. You're going to see a bunch of new things. And I mean, it's a cost of things. So I can't even imagine what the promotions are going to be. I know there's a lot of stuff being rolled out. It should be very interesting. Okay. I would plan for at least 2 hours. I'm putting 3 hours on my schedule. There's a lot to come out there. So, we'll have more details coming, but I'm giving everybody a heads up now because we know what's coming. We knew it was coming, but I got more of the details on the start time. So it's going to be starting at 8 o'clock Eastern. So again, 7 o'clock, we're going to just have a dinner party. We like to do those. We haven't done one for a while. It'll definitely be Cinco de Mayo themed. All right. And, if we have watch parties going on and people can join in, we'll just have some fun and see everybody have some fun on there. I might have an activity. We'll see how that goes. But anyway, that's going to go on. And then we're going to go to the event on bellavita.live and get all that good stuff. And then we'll follow up on that the following Tuesday. All right. We'll be in motion for the month. So just know that, there's going to be a lot dropped, and then we'll pick up the pieces of that, explain more on the Tuesday, the 6th. Okay. Next announcement. If you were on Saturday, we rolled out a new program with Savings Highway Global. Jackie, I wanted your input. You saw that, right?
Mm-hmm.
And have you been understanding the depth of that as a business person who's dealt with businesses? Are you understanding the depth of that?
Yes. And there is a ton of money to be made in that program if you do what we're teaching.
I'm gonna break it up, you guys. I put a page together. I'm adding this to step 4. It's so important. And I'm going to tell you guys something. Going forward with all the new students, we're going to give them the basics of what we have in what I would call the starter pack of the performance blogging system. And there's going to be a lot of additions. There constantly are. And we're going to be loading those additions up and then making those available, ongoing. You guys, there is so much coming. It probably feels overwhelming. If you're brand new, I know it feels overwhelming. Just one step at a time, you'll get it done, you'll get caught up, and then we have the stuff to focus on. But what I want to bring to your attention is everything we build, all the big programs have a leverage component to it. Meaning, the more people you add to your teams and grow your teams, the more you stand to win. It's not just about what you do, it's about what the team does. We all remember, we don't get paid by the hour like a job. We get paid in partnership by the actions that happen in the overall business. So the bigger our teams are and the more people in our teams, the bigger not even the odds of success, just the bigger the reach is. Now, I'll tell you in business, it's not always what you know, it's who you know. Okay. And so when you bring on a new team member, now your business isn't just about as big as who you know, it's now as big as you know and who they know. And then who they know. And so the bigger you build your teams, the bigger the experience of possibility. And I want to stress that because a lot of people have never really built teams. This is the power of a team. All right. The bigger the company, the more employees, the more they're getting done because you got the workload of everybody chipping in, right? Same concept, only we're doing it with partners in the way we build here. And this program is phenomenal. The more I dive into it, the more I research and on the angles on it, it is a very awesome opportunity. And what I like about this opportunity is like what I was talking to Nell about on Saturday, and I know because I was editing the recording to make it a little bit shorter for the progression as we train other people on it. And I have this stuff when I go back with Nell, but you guys, benefits have been around for, well, as long as there's been modern employment. Okay. And they're not going away. And it's always an area where businesses try to cut or sharpen. And Jackie, I know you know this personally over the years. When things get tight and economic crunches, a lot of companies started shaving down the benefits.
Yes,
So,
that's the first thing they do.
well, and there's a lot of them that shave down. Now, here's the other thing. A lot of the traditional benefit packages did the opposite. They got more expensive. So we're going out at a time when things have gone up or been shaven, and we're giving them an amazing solution at an incredible value, and we get really good commissions on it. Okay, so I don't want to use the word a perfect storm of an opportunity, but it's pretty close. And so I wanted to yeah, now it's and here's the thing is they can give their part-time employees these benefits and lock those part-time employees longer. And do you know why they lose part-time employees? Because the part-time employees feel like they need to have those benefits and then they find benefits somewhere else and they leave. You guys, this is a really big solution. But here's the thing is we're going to create the marketing message. We're going to get the videos right. We're going to get all that stuff done for everybody to do it so we can all gain. You don't need to be the best presenter. You just got to get in front of them, let the presentation happen. And then your job is to do what we teach you in the BRT process is you'll contact the person, build a little bit of relationship and trust, and then walk them through the sign-up process. And we're gonna get this all scripted. We're gonna build this out into a BRT process for this specific purpose. In case anybody had a doubt of what I was going to do, that's what we're going to do. Right. So what that means is, in addition to what we already do, I'm going to be hitting businesses and figuring out the script to walk them through the process for success. And we're all going to be able to duplicate that. Now, we're going to be generating these leads through the PBS Vortex and our PBS. So if you didn't see it on Saturday, all right, it's going to be added to step 4 here shortly. I got to get the edits done, but we're going to spend more time on it this Saturday. Okay. And we're going to put a lot of emphasis on it. So this Saturday, we're going to spend a lot of time on it. And then perfect timing for our PBS page building and ad posting blitz of a marathon, which will be the following Saturday to start getting this out. So I'm going to tell you guys, this is one of those opportunities. You guys, now this is part of our anchors. This is anchor offer number 3. Anchor offer 3 just gave us even more opportunity. Our overheads didn't go up a single penny for this, by the way. We didn't have to buy into this. We're already part of the SHG. As long as you're a gold member, you can participate in this. I'll stress that. If you're a free member, you get a benefit in those programs. You don't get a benefit in these programs. Now, this pays up 10 levels. What that means is Johnny, you bring a business in, you're going to get like $750 per, depending on what it is, you're going to get like $750 per employee for that business. So if that employee or if that employer has 100 employees, that's $7,500 a month to you for bringing that in. Because these are those golden like situations. Okay. Okay. So in this scenario, Johnny, your instructor that brought you in, all right, and up 10 generations of the build are going to receive like 50 cents, a quarter, 75 cents, depending on what it is. They're going to get a piece of that too. You got, and a quarter times 100, right? That's $250 a month. It adds up, right? And that's for being part of the team build. So if somebody in your team brings in a business, now you might bring in James, and James has an uncle, and that uncle is, one of the owners of a company. He brings him in, that brings in 50 employees. Boom. James doesn't get paid, but because James is your personal, you're going to get paid on that as well. And so will your instructor and so on, 10 generations. Does this make sense? Johnny Young, this makes sense, right? Now, you guys, what I'm trying to tell you is the bigger your team is. Now, for those that are like, hey, I don't know businesses, I don't know if I can talk to them, you don't have to be the one that does it. What it means is do the V marketing, learn that, because the skill sets you learn doing the art of the BRT, or the art of the communication, art of the conversation, that skill set is going to be very good in all these other things that we add. The communication process is vital to closing big deals. It's vital to do the work. Now, you guys, we don't have to close the deal. We just got to get their information in and submit them to the next part. Professionals that know all these programs, know how to size it all up, are going to take it from there, and we get paid. All we need to do is get a hold of the business, the decision maker, and then complete a document that ties them to us for commissions and let the company do the work. It's about as lazy as it gets, but we're submitting the deal when it comes in. These are good deals, guys. Now, we've had other things like this, not the benefit side, but different, and they were like temporary. This is what looks to be a long-term solution, a long-term commission. But it's just one element of what we do. But those that have the biggest teams stand to win the most, because you know the most, because you know all your people that know all their people that know all their people, and so on. So the reach is very big. And you guys, we're going to work on getting, how do we maximize exposure? How do we get in front of people and make this decision? And I'll tell you, a lot of times you hear this, you're like, oh, I got to get going on it today. No, you need to get going on it. But it doesn't matter what it is. The law of marketing also means we want to get proactive. We want to do it right, but we have time. Not time to sit around, but we have time to go out there and do it, time to learn our steps, time to make mistakes, time to learn to fail forward, especially when we know this program's not going away. So for those that don't know how to do this, what do you think we're going to do here? We're going to teach you how to market and connect the dots to make this part of what you're doing. We're going to teach you how to go find the businesses to bring in so you can build your income up. You guys, one good account could change anybody's lifestyle here. 10 accounts could really change your lifestyle here. Getting 100 accounts in your team can really change a lot of lifestyles, in addition to what else we're doing. So yeah, we're going to put some emphasis on it. We're going to put some focus on it, all in a circular manner. But I'm going to let you guys just know on something, and I'll stress this. This isn't something you go dive all your energy into. This is something you add as it fits into your business time. But those doing V marketing steady and adding their PBS students and growing their teams are going to win on all of these things today, tomorrow, and the future. The bigger your team, the bigger you are. You guys have ever heard this? Your network is your net worth. The bigger your network, the bigger your incomes are going to be because of the way the structure is. Does this make sense to everybody? And you can't do things by yourself. You need an army. You guys, everything we're part of has leverage pay to it, which means everybody wins working together. Those who do the hardest part of the initial work, sure, you're going to get paid more. In almost every scenario, you get paid more. The upfront, the guy that does the work, but the leverage for those that brought you in and supported you to get there, all that work and all that time to train you and develop you, this is where it gets paid off. This is where helping others grow to succeed, we all succeed. And I need you guys all to understand it because it's freaking exciting. And if you don't have a team yet, this should make you want to get a team, because the bigger your team is, the bigger your network is, the bigger your network is, the bigger your net worth will become. All right. I'm going to be stressing some more on the millionaire course that's coming up. Brielle, can you please put that document up so people can start filling that out? If she didn't put it out already. So you guys, on Tuesdays, we do the millionaire course, but everybody doing V marketing, I want them to be accountable. I want you to log in and do your things. Okay. We've got some new stuff coming, new technology on how we train. We'll keep you guys updated on it. We have a announcement on the Farad Connect project, and then we're going to go right to the millionaire course. Brielle? Did you put that? Oh, no, no. Do you have that? Do you have the link?
I thought she already put it in there.
She probably did.
I'll
I
go
didn't
grab it.
see it. Yeah, I'm getting it.
It's
She
there.
did.
It's there.
She did at 9:05. Okay, guys, if you guys see that link and you haven't gotten, yeah, go fill that out because we're gonna get that done and go right to the millionaire course tonight. All right.
I'll
So,
repost it.
okay, so everybody, I'm gonna bring this up. We have another program. So, I'm gonna roll this out. I'm gonna explain it here, and it's gonna happen in the study halls. All right. We're gonna talk about it on Saturday as well. So we're gonna start moving to phase 2 of the Farad Connect project. Okay, so let me explain what it is in an overall term. Guys, we're packing a lot in today. Tuesday is a great announcement day, and then Saturday we do the actual work. Saturday is going to be a busy day. We got 2 hours. We're going to be focusing on the SHG business stuff, and we're going to be focusing on the Farad Connect project. It's a lot to do in 2 hours. Farad Connect, for those that don't know what it is, not a problem. I have a page, but we're gonna be doing this in a very succinct way. Okay, so and everybody listen up to this. So there's we got through phase 1. We're trying to bring more of phase 1 back, but we're not gonna wait. We're gonna go to phase 2. Phase 2 needs to be very organized from the leadership down. So we have a project. It has to do with electricity. We're going to go over more. I have pages about it, right? We're blogging it out. It's one more thing that we roll out. It has a cost to it. Okay. And this is something that's been part of a long project for us that started back in 2019. Okay. Technically before that, but we launched 2019. Here we are in 2025. So, 6 years of development. We're rolling this thing out. It has a cost. And I'm just going to tell you guys right now, this is an optional program. It's not one of our core anchors. We do build pages around it. We are marketing it out there. We will be offering it to every new student coming in because of what it is. All right. It's done in a team build. So very similar to SHG. It's different, but very similar. We're treated the same way where we go three to our first line of referrals and then help everybody get 3. Now, it doesn't do a forced matrix like SHG does where it's programmed for us, so it's very easy. Like, I put in somebody in SHG today and I had them go to the very next available spot. That's what I do. I stack and stack and stack and help everybody. This has a different type of operational structure, so we manually have to watch it and build. It's $5.95 a month to participate in it. If you got Google AdSense, that's going to more than cover this, right? It's $5.95 to participate. And then we put referrals underneath you. If you have 3 referrals underneath you, you're making $11. $11 is more than $5.95. It's cash flowing with 3 people. Now, as those 3 people get 3 people and those 3 people get 3 people, you're starting to make more money. Okay. I think it's about 4 generations. You pretty much make enough to cover all your overhead for everything we do. And then some actually, but just in the ballpark. So this program deals with electricity. It deals with getting the unbanked banked. It is not a cryptocurrency project. It's on the blockchain, but it has to do with clean energy and Farad units, which are all based on like 10 kilowatts of power. There's a video on it. There's a bunch of things to share, but these are going to be rolled out on your study halls and from instructor to student. Okay, so from the top down, right? All our MSIs, we've been positioning things. Now we're going to start filling everybody's in 3 by 3 by 3, and we're going to have to do it in an organized way. And it's obviously by activity, those who are showing up. Go ahead, Niall.
We still have 400 plus people who signed up to be enrolled. And Stacy and I are willing to get in a Zoom From 4 to 6 this Friday, just put in as many as we can. Me on need stays. I put it on the front page.
So let me tell. So we have people that are on the list. So I'm going to give you guys the option. You can wait and see if we get any more, because we had some that were part of this project before they got bought in. That looks like it might be stalled out or done. So we're moving ahead to phase 2. The reason being is it just makes sense. And also, we're going to be able to market, push this out there, and it gives us a really good additional marketing point for those that don't come into the PBS on RV marketing. So we're going to be using this as another measure to market. It takes 3 and you're making money. You help those 3 get 3, and we all going to pay it forward and help do that structure. They're making money and so on. And it's a good freaking cause. Okay. Those that are signed up to come in free, because we've been waiting, we see where that's at. If you want to wait to come in free and don't want to pay the $5.95, totally okay. If and when that opens up again, we'll place you then. But we're going forward on it. We got marketing to do. There's other aspects of it, and I don't want to lose out on the opportunity for what this is. For $5.95 all day long, I spend stupid money on things that I think are going to work all the time, testing out before we come here. This just makes sense. See what it is, and allows us to be part of a future project. Meaning, getting clean energy and helping the housing markets and all these things that's behind this. I like being part of that, and to donate $5.95 towards it, I would do anyway. There's a process where we can make referrals to make the marketing get bigger. Okay, I can afford to do one of those. All right, and I'm going to stress something on this note. If you're doing V marketing, you're going to be able to bring in a lot of people into this, not only through the V marketing process, but those that don't say yes and come in to be a student are a great proponent for this, because they can be part of a business, have a plan B for $5.95 and refer a few people, but be part of a group that's growing. And then it also helps bring them into what we're doing overall. I'm going to tell you, it's nice to have alternative things. They might have a hard time doing much, but this project, if you understand it, if we convey the message pretty good, it makes sense. All right. Now, I'm going to say this. We're going to be working on messaging. We're going to work on the way that we represent this and explain it and get it going. It's something that we've all, the leadership been looking at it. We all understand it. We see where it's going. And now we want to press ahead and start making it work in phase 2, which is this. Now, phase 3 is where we're to a pretty dang good depth. And those of us that are near the top, right, the leadership up here, we just got to start bringing stuff in and let that just fill in the gaps down below as well. That's phase 3. Our intent is to help stack 3 on top of 3 on top of 3. And we're part of a big program that's supposed to be adding countries of people below what we're doing. And why is that happening? Because the countries are going to be funding this because they can bank their people that are currently not banked. These are third world countries. They get to come in under this umbrella that we're creating first. Yes, it's a big task. Yes, it's a big project. Yes, we want to see it work. And yes, we're willing to risk some time, energy, and our $5.95 a month to do it. But it comes with a great marketing reward as it pans out, and it helps self-fund the awareness and the marketing of what this is. Now, you guys, for this project to take off, it needs awareness. That's where we come in. Okay, so we're not looking at this like, hey, we're all going to become filthy rich off of this project. It's going to self-pay for itself, get the awareness out there, tie stuff up, but in the circular motion of things, it's going to be great for keywords. It's going to help eliminate. I mean, if you guys got Google AdSense and you're marketing these pages, you should make more than your $5.95 a month in Google AdSense anyway, just on keywords. It's just a smart addition. Don't consider it an anchor. It's absolutely a kiosk. But we have a pretty big structure going on it already. I'll tell you this, the sooner people get in and the higher they are up with our teams, the better. Absolutely. It's all about timing. But we're going to enable everybody that comes in with Triple R in this to bring in their 3 people and help their 3 people get 3 so that it's self-funding and getting the word out at the same time. So we'll put messages out. Those that have just been waiting, we're going to start plugging stuff in, and we're doing it in a controlled manner. So let me explain. We're not, in phase 2, we are not particularly caring about the lineage. Like it's my person, I'm putting them under me. We're doing it collectively to fill everybody's 3 up. This is a community build. All right. Now, when we go to phase 3, now we're going to care about lineage because we're going to be filling the gaps in after phase 2. I'm moving to well, I guess technically it's going to be phase 4, which is I'm going to be bringing stuff in. Well, we're waiting on a code still. And until that code, we're doing this. But eventually here, what I'll call phase 4 is while everybody's working on their teams and building the lineage after this next stage, I'm going to be putting stuff in, and we're going to just be filling in highest, tightest, next in line, communicating with everybody. So if they don't answer back, we're going to stack somebody else. We want to make sure that people are engaged. They know what they're doing. They're active. They're part of this. They're part of this living, breathing thing. It's really important that we get everybody 3, not 4, not 5, but 3. Those 3 people are going to be active, and we add 3 under them and help them grow their 3. All right? Simple, not difficult. And there's gazillions of people for us to work this with. We're going to ride this stuff out there and get the awareness out. But this is something that's going to, it's going to reach far past what RRR247 can reach, which is fun. Some of us are already seeing that happen. It's reaching other countries. We don't even know who these people are. So we're going to continue to do that and grow this thing out and watch where it goes. But again, it's optional. And when I say it's optional, if you're going to do what I do to get what I get, you're doing Velveeta, you're doing the PBS Vortex and everything tied to that. You're doing Savings Highway Global, everything tied to that, and we run. This is a kiosk. I'm going to tell everybody it's an optional thing. You don't want to spend $5.95 and have this ferret thing to market and be part of a clean energy, green energy initiative. Don't do it. It's okay.
Renewable energy.
Yeah, it's renewable energy, guys. But
that's the way I look at it, Rory. It feels like I'm investing $5.95 a month into this renewable energy plan and the housing and everything else that comes along with it, right? $5.95 a month. And it has the potential to just keep growing and pay me big dividends down the road. Potential. If that's the only $5.95 I lose in my life, I did really well. That was a pretty good investment. That's how I think.
A cup of coffee a month, right? It's
one Starbucks, probably more than that.
Yeah, I'm putting that in perspective. But you guys, we want it like anything. Everything we do here is based on creating profits. Everything is here to create profits. And what 420? Hold on one second. Hold on. I have one more announcement before we go over. I'm over a little bit, guys. Hold on.
While you're looking that up, Stacy and I would like to add a couple things. Don't go handing your code out and getting crazy with it right now. Stay in this phase. Let us get the rest of the people on the list in, and then wait for Rory to say, okay, time for next phase.
Yeah. We've actually had people go and hand out their own code. And now what Niall and I have been working on for the last 3+ weeks, we have to now go back through and make modifications, and it's not easy. So just stop, guys. You're not going to be left out.
Yes.
It's we both are still trying to build our own teams on top of all this.
And when Rory says we're going to put 3 under 3 under 3 under 3 under 3, what that means is we are, Stacy and I and others, are putting forth effort to make this zero overhead for you with that same potential to go. Zero overhead with the same potential, right?
So listen, on your own code, we're not to that phase yet. We're going to go, we'll let you guys know when we're there. We're going to move to that phase. So right now we're going to place everybody that was waiting for the phase 1, which is stalled out. Fine. We're going to move to phase 2 where we're going to give those people an option to get in because of timing and pay $5.95. If they don't want to pay $5.95 now and they want to go in the holding pattern still, I don't recommend it. I'm going to tell you, you're going to kick yourself, but this is not a forced thing. This is a kiosk. It's not one of those things I'm going to tell you like you have to do. Like anybody else, all my students, like you want to make the money we make, do the 3 anchors and let's go. This one, $5.95. It's a kiosk thing. I think the potential is definitely worth it and it allows you to be part of a lot of future stuff as a community. So yes, I recommend it highly, but I wouldn't put it, this is a must have to do thing. After we get this list settled, and you guys, it's not going to be settled probably till at least next Tuesday. We will let everybody know when you can start handing out your link, but don't do it until then. You guys, the structure of this is not as simple as SHG where they do it for us. If somebody has 4 or 5, if somebody's in your 4th or 5th position, they're going to be left out of what we're doing. It messes everything up.
Yeah.
So we
If
have
you
to
add-
physically
if
make
you-
sure we only go 3. Go ahead, Stacy.
Yeah, if you guys feel like you need to build your own stuff, you're going to screw up your own profitability.
So just wait. We're going to go to that phase at some point, but we have to do it in a very organized manner and teach you guys how to do it. And we're hoping we have more tools by then to do it. So ideally, you guys, as we start building it, we're going to all be putting stuff in. So you guys, we have a lot of students. We have new students coming in all the time. If they have to wait a week or 2 to get into this, it's okay right now. It's okay. I get the FOMO, but at the same time, we got to be organized with all the stuff that's there. We've got thousands to organize, and then we're going to start rolling it out. And we're going to do it from the leadership, and they're going to know how to do it. And someone's got to log in, make sure we see that they only have 1 or 2, and then we make sure they get 2 or 3, and then we move to the next one. And then everybody's going to have to check in, and if somebody falls out, what do we do? Okay, you guys, it's a pain. There's some things we got to figure out. And there's some code that we've been waiting on that's still not done. And so before we can kind of go crazy, we need the programmers to get their stuff done. I should put $1 in a jar every time I say that, and it's usually not our programmers. You guys, I really appreciate what we have. All right.
And listen, we're ready. We're willing to do the work to help everybody out with that, but just don't make it harder on us. Just let us do it this phase 1, and then wait for Rory to say next phase. And we'll teach you how to do that and help the people underneath you as you do it using their code. So 4 o'clock, 4 to 6 on Friday. Can we use this Zoom room, Rory?
Yeah, perfect.
4 to 6 Friday, 4 to 6 Eastern Friday in this room.
Hold
Anybody
on,
that shows up wants to do it. But
okay, that's going to interfere with those on the BRT call.
no, they're on the
It will. It's the same ID.
Room. Just put it out there. Just use mine.
Yours, 83. Okay.
Yeah, 8380. I'll put a message to MSIs, PSIs, and CSIs, and everybody can get out of their teams.
Friday,
Or I'll
4
do
to
it right
6.
now. Hold
That
on.
link. Cool. Got it.
And yeah, I realize it's Good Friday.
Good Friday.
Oh, it's business. Majority of businesses are actually open. Guys, are we running a business or not? Just saying.
Yeah, that's not all day or all night. It's just 4 to 6, right?
Right. And we're not going to get all 400 done even in a week, guys. We're at almost 430 people on the list. We're not going to get y'all done in 2 hours,
No,
much less in a week.
but we could probably get 50 of them in, though, huh? Think we can do more than that? I don't think
I'd
so.
like to, I know this list has a lot of people that are either not active or they had been previous students and they're maybe going to come back, or their family and friends. I'd really like, there's actually a lot of instructors on here that haven't gotten in. And I personally would like instructors to get priority.
And that's
those
why
that
it's
are
first come,
active.
first serve. Not where you are on that list. If you show up for the Zoom, we'll be calling people that are in the on the list that are in Zoom, not where you are on the list. We can't do that. It's impossible.
And for those of you that are newer and are really overwhelmed with what we're talking about, just do what your instructors have told you to get done. You're not going to get left behind. Trust me on that. It feels like you are, but you're not.
Stacy and I both have military background. No one will get left behind.
That's why we're doing this. That's why we've been doing this in a very methodical way. And again, waiting for the code, but we're gonna step up and do manual stuff because we want to make sure everything is in place. Let's see. CSI. And then what we'll do, Stacy, on this is Stacy Dial, we'll be there on we do that Friday, and then Saturday, if you want to hit people up that are at Saturday's thing, like individually through the chat to get on too, we can do that.
Breakout room or cool, good idea.
Then we'll just continue to get through that list, at least give everybody the option on the list. And then we'll go to the next part and start adding everybody under that sequencing. And then
Well, we really need to talk to the FARAD people.
yes.
Just reading some information right now. The three of us need to talk to the key FARAD people before Friday.
I'll see you guys then. Of course, we went over a little bit. Okay, a lot going on. I'll stress this. Don't miss Tuesdays, don't miss Saturdays, guys. We're rolling out a lot of stuff. We're gonna make it. We're gonna go through it methodically. We got 2 weeks of the SHG rollout. Then we're doing that ad posting marathon, which is gonna help catch up all sorts of things. This is a fun time, guys. It's a fun time. And if you're not doing V marketing, at least, log on. If you know how to do V marketing, you're set up to do it. I want you being accountable, even if you're putting up a 0, just to show that we're getting ready to get ready. That's fine. This is the stage of getting going. It's part of building momentum. And even if you only do an hour or 2 hours a week, great. We're moving momentum. We're building up on it, right? It gets easier as we do it. And then I'm just going to say this. If you're not doing V marketing yet, you're not at that stage, get there, right? You should be, if you're finishing step 1 and modifying your pages, you should be in the V marketing training. This is where we get to make things happen in a bigger way, folks. All right. Love you guys. See you guys in the Millionaire course. If you got a PBS through the deadline through Sunday of last week, I'll see you there. If you don't have one, get one so you're there next week. Okay. Love you guys.